My name is David Glass and I'm the chef at Staple and Fancy Mercantile in Ballard. Staple and Fancy Mercantile is Ethan Stoll's flagship restaurant in Ballard. We focus on Italian cuisine and we have a fancy menu, which is a 4-course tasting menu we do every night for our guests, where it is completely blind. They don't know what they're getting, and the kitchen gets to pick and choose what they send to each table as an individual, which is a lot of fun for us. Today I'm gonna prepare a little lemon and thyme stuffed wild Alaska pollock with brown butter, cauliflower, and capers, crispy sage, and parsley. First thing we'll do is we'll take our wild Alaska pollock and get it stuffed up with our lemons and thyme. So we'll take our lemons, slice them thin, take our pollock, we'll season it up, a little bit of salt. I've had these drying on towels to get the skin nice and dry so that when we hit it in the hot pan, we can get some nice color on it. Lay our thyme on the middle. Take our other fillet, sandwich it on top. Take our butcher's twine and tie it up. You don't want to tie these too tight or else you'll start squishing the skin. But you also don't want to tie it too loose or else it will fall apart on you when you're trying to cook it. Usually about 3 ties will get you secure on the fish. Nicely tied up, stuffed wild Alaska pollock with the lemon and thyme. We'll give the outside a light seasoning. Now, key parts to cooking the fish is having your skin really nice and dry. So allowing it to sit overnight on towels so all that skin can release all of that moisture will be very beneficial to cooking the fish. Take our pan just under a smoke and we'll add our fish to it. Now you want to push down, get nice contact. Seafood is a big emphasis at Staple and Fancy. Most tables will get an entree of either, depending on the time of the year, anything from black cod to salmon to halibut. And it's something that we feature at our restaurant because we're in Seattle, which is an epicenter of seafood. And we have such amazing stuff coming from all the way from Oregon to Washington and all the way up in Alaska. It's a great way to utilize this amazing local product that we get in. We're gonna start going with our cauliflower and our brown butter capers. Start with a little bit of olive oil in our pan. We have some cauliflower florets. Add that to our pan. We wanna give the cauliflower a head start compared to the capers so that the cauliflower can get a little cook on it. By the time we add our capers and our butter, they'll all brown together nicely. You have crispy capers, cooked cauliflower, brown butter, finishing the capers and cauliflower with a little lemon juice to brighten it up. This will stop the cooking process, stop the butter from browning. Earlier we fried off a little bit of sage and parsley in olive oil, about 325 degrees. So we'll take our wild Alaska pollock, let it drain a little bit. We'll want to remove the string so that when you're eating it, you're not chewing on the string. Some people, you know, it's up to you if you want to remove the lemons and thyme or keep them in there. I kind of like keeping them in there because I think it's a really nice garnish on there. So we have our double fillet, pan-seared stuff with lemon and thyme. We'll top it with our capers and cauliflower. The final touch is our crispy herbs on top. And here we have wild Alaska pollock stuffed with lemon and thyme, brown butter, cauliflower, capers, crispy parsley, and sage. As a chef, it's easy to just think about today and tomorrow and just cooking for now. But when we look at the big picture and we look at 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and the impact that the use of the ingredients we have on today on the future, it's important for us to have thought in the product that we use and ensure that we're using product that is going to be sustainable and going to be available for our children and our grandchildren so that there's not species of fish that are going to be extinct and nobody will get to taste them again.